Okay, this is a quick video on how to use certain indicators to help lessen losses and increase wins. So if you're familiar with TradingView, it's already built inside of Bitfinex, and here's what I use, and it seems to be working for me, but everything's a trial and error. So I go in, and the first thing I grab is Ichimoku. Then I also grab the fractals. I grab my stochastics, and I grab my alligator. Now, I'm not going to use all these at once because then it becomes cluttered. Now, what you can do to see this a little bit better, you can just hit this screen and it'll kind of make it a little bit more open. So first, I like to change this real quick. Smoothing it out some. Change this. Shrink it up. Give me a little bit more room. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to remove the alligators. I'm just going to make it not visible real quick. And all we have right here is the Ichimoku. So we're on a 30-minute time chart for Bitcoin. And if you notice up here, I have other tabs. I can monitor other prices without having to click on them. That's what I love about this. This is what Bitcoin prices is on Poloniex. And this is what it is on Bitfinex. They run a little bit differently. Okay, so what I'll do typically is, I always talk about this blue line on the Ichimoku because the candles tend to love to follow it. So I'll take a quick overview of what's going on, where things are headed, where things are going. And this suggests that there might be a little pullback coming pretty soon, but on the 30-minute time chart, I don't see it. I just see more of a sideways trading. So, you got to go over well, there's going to be a nasty pullback because see where this blue line is? And although this blue line is heading upwards, this is going to have to come down some because we're in the overbought area. So it can actually trail up a little bit as you see right here. But there's going to be a big come down soon. So this is the reason why I have these other indicators is to help confirm certain actions and things like that. So my estimate would just be a rough estimate. I would keep my eye around 3,100 right here. And keep alerts set for that because this may come all the way down or trade it down on the margins, So then I'll go back into the hour charts. Once I get the lay of the land, I go into the hour charts. Now I'm going to remove the Ichimoku. A quick short trade will be that this candle is going to come down to this blue line. This is the support level. This is around 32, 37. Somewhere in here on the hour chart, and on the 5-minute chart or the 15-minute chart, it might be a little different. It's already under it and it's coming down to 32.40 something. Okay, cool. So after you get the lay of the land, you want to remove Ichimoku. You have an idea where things are going. You got the forecast. So we're going to remove Ichimoku. Now we're left with these fractals. Fractals are a beautiful thing. And I'm going to go back some and we're going to look at how fractals work. These fractals let you know an area where you could target getting in on a trade, or if you're going to trade down, target where you could short. So say, for instance, you always want to go to the nearest fractal to you. So that would be this fractal right here. And we're going to pretend that none of those candles exist yet. So you would set it just underneath the triangle here to jump in. And once it comes, it'll pick you up. And look at all that, child. Look at all that money you just collecting. And you have to set a target, but on Bitfinex, they have a trailing stop, and the trailing stop you can put in if it comes down 50 Satoshis from the highest high, because as this goes up, if it pulls back 50 Satoshis, it'll take me out. If it pulls back 50 cents, whatever you want your trailing stop to be, it just follows the candles as it goes up. The stop doesn't stay stagnant. It moves as the price moves, and when the price comes down, the stop doesn't go down. It just stays there and it just keeps going up, so you can get taken out. So as you look ahead, if you miss one, you just wait for the next one, and you always go here because if you go too low, it could pick you up and take you down. So you want it to get right here, and you see, if you had it put here, you would have probably got put in and brought down, but you just wait and see, and then you made a few. You've made a few. I guess this would be pips because this coin is bigger. Oh, and you just keep going, it keeps going up. But if you have your trailing stops, then you wouldn't have to worry about it flopping on you. Now, another way to get a good idea of where to get in on these fractals, you also want to add the alligator. That's where this comes in at. And we're going to go to a higher time frame because the higher time frames are typically more accurate.